Mindset. Under mindset of MMA mastery is self-abuse. Now, this is bigger than we think because it's actually the only way you can really get hurt. Who else can hurt you? Um, it goes on, and obviously the scale is mild to suicide. Essentially, that's what we end up doing: self-harming, suicide. But there's a whole range of it, and if you look at your day to day, and when your head hits the pillar, ask yourself, like, where did I suffer today? Where did I feel pain? And it's pretty much always how we've taken or how we've given ourselves this abuse. It goes on with clients, and when we start looking at what percentage of abuse is yours, is self-conflicted, and we really get into it, it's pretty much everything is our doing. So what do you do to stop it? So the first thing, same as in boxing, if someone was throwing a punch, you'd have to see it. Otherwise, you just get hit. I got my nose broke a few months ago boxing, and I didn't see it coming. But I didn't have my hands up, and the pain in getting your nose broken is almost nothing compared to the pain of beating yourself up, that you should have had your hands up, that you should be fitter, that you should be this and you should be that, and going to A&E and it's just all of the other stuff that technically doesn't hurt. It's just that the abuse and the pain that we give ourselves, and you've got to see this happening first, and then form this ability to catch it before we start really sort of throwing it at ourselves. And then let it go, because essentially that's what we do. We do it when we weed in the garden. We see it, we catch it, and we let it go. In terms of weeds in the garden, stuff that doesn't serve us, and we can do it again in terms of the narrative that's going on, that we're really throwing at ourselves on a day-to-day basis. Because I have some clients that I've got to take a holiday, I've got to take time off, and when you work it out, you know, the percentage of abuse they've been giving each other, they do need some time off. They need some time off abusing themselves, and they need to step into that open space of peace and calm, and step into self-care. But it's not something that's normal, and it's something that's getting worse and worse and worse. So I'm asking you, I've got a friend of mine who on my birthday, he sends me one word. It's a really bad word, and it starts with C, and it's not Q. It's another one. But even thinking of it makes me laugh because of the intent that it's sent with. And you may have better friends than me, but my friend sends me that, and it makes me laugh. So the word, which would normally, could start fights, it hasn't got any power. The power is in how we've taken it. He said what? He said what? It's the power in how we take it, how we internalise it. And when we can start seeing this going on, and then the ability to sort of slow it down and stop it, and then let it go, it just frees up so much of this space in mindset, which creates essentially this freedom, which was most of us want to get, and we're chasing X, Y, and Z to get. And if we can work on mindset, we get in a really good space where we can live really, really nice and enjoy moments really, really nice without needing movement necessarily, and without the alignment. It's the first part in MMA mastery that I want to make sure clients, they're traveling in a good space, because when you get down to movement and alignment, it's just stuff that you've got to do essentially. But if you're doing it in a bad space, I remember when I was starting my coaching, looking in the mirror thinking, like, you've got a frown on yourself the whole time because I haven't done this, I haven't done that. Freeing it up to just enjoy whatever it is you've got to do, and what you've got to do is the truth. This isn't a case of it's okay to sit and just eat a load of donuts, because essentially that's self-abuse. It's seeing what's self-abuse, and I'm talking in this video about the narrative, the way we talk to ourselves. And I just want you to essentially just hold on. If you have real trouble with this, drop onto the website. You can book a free coaching session and come in and work on this, because if you're troubled enough to be considering, if you scored yourself from a -10 to a +10 in self-abuse and where you're averaging out, if you're down to -6 and 7s and 8s and thinking about suicide, then this is really where you should reach out and get some help, because if you can catch it there and then start laying off a little bit, things might just be a whole lot better. So I hope it helps. If you need to, get in touch, and if not, just take care and keep your hands up.